Okay, so I'm going to show you how to log into your Google Analytics account and look at how many people are coming into our websites, where they're coming from, what they're doing when they're on the site. I'm going to try to make the video as short and concise as I can. Sometimes I ramble on and try to make it not so long. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to share my account with you, where you will get access to your email. What you need to go to is google.com/analytics, and it's going to ask you to log into your Google account. And if I share it to, I think it's Yahoo that you use, you should be able to log in with that that information. If not, they might require you to associate that email with this Google account. But if you just follow the prompt, it will explain how to do it. But okay, I'm going to share this, and once you get in, you should see the 3 different websites that I have. Under just Quick Stop Tire Depot, this is bestqualityusedtires.com. We'll start with that one, but we also have the Quick Stop website and the mobile version of the Quick Stop website. If you click all website data, it's going to bring us into the dashboard, and this is going to show us all the traffic that came in over a given amount of time. You can see some basic metrics here. Bounce rate, that's how many people leave the first 6 or 7 seconds of visiting the site. Average on the internet is 40%, so we're a little bit below that, which is good. I will say that this will probably drop as we add more products to the site, and also a lot of these, you can see a lot of these are returning. About 38% are returning visitors, and honestly, that's probably us, me, you, Jerome, Scott, anyone that's really not a customer. So that percentage will drop. But we're probably making the bounce rate higher than it really is. Average visits on the site, how much time they spend on the site, how many pages they view. These are all things that you can see from here, which is really useful. Let's see, stuff that you can get some basic demographics. If you go through here, I'm not going to go through each feature. It's pretty self-explanatory, but they all make a lot of sense. Mobile, you can see what kind of devices they use, which is cool. A lot of mainly iPads we're using, iPhone. This might be from you guys though also. But we can see, if we're getting a lot of a particular device that we don't support, then that it makes sense to make changes for that. I'm pretty certain that we support all devices though right now. Traffic sources, this is probably the most important one. This shows where our traffic is coming from. Direct traffic, that's pretty much, like I said, all going to be us for the most part, because our name isn't too big. Maybe some people coming from eBay directly. Referral traffic, those are going to be people coming from, if they click directly from eBay or any other place like Yelp or yellowpages.com, for example. And then search engines. It's good to see that a majority of our traffic is coming from search. Most of that is from my articles that are ranking, which is pretty good considering that the site's only been up for about a month. We're getting good traffic coming in, and we're starting to see some rankings. In fact, you can see here some of the keywords that we're ranking for. Used tires online, for example. I brought in 14 visits. I can only assume that we're ranked pretty well. Let's see if we're on the first page. Okay, yeah, you see here we're number 10, so we're barely on the first page. And this is actually one of the keywords I'm working on, because I see that we're number 10. Most people don't click on number 10. They brought in 14 people. If I can get us to the top 3 or number 1, it's going to bring in a lot more. Tire Kingdom, obviously they're going to be difficult to outrank, but if I focus on this, I should be able to get this a little bit higher up and then see even more numbers from it. So this is kind of a way that this is really useful, that I can see where the potential is and increase it. You see here we're number 3 under all the Google places. Used tires for sale. This one actually seems to be getting more traffic or more visits than this one. So it would make sense to focus more on this. Okay, let's see. You can also look at the different sources, the different types of referrals, content. This is pretty interesting. You can see landing pages is what I like to look at the most. The landing page is the page that people come to directly from Google. So these are the pages that are ranking. This is the home page. So obviously the home page is ranking the most, getting the most visits. This particular article is ranking very well. Almost half of our visits are going directly to this article. So whatever I did on this article, I did right, and it's worth emulating. This is the product page. The product page is also ranking very well. I'm sorry, not half, but there's about a big majority of our visits were going here. And you also see our bounce rate for each one. Our bounce rate for the article is very low, which is great. Let's see. Conversions. Okay, conversions are really useful. What you can do is you can create goals. So for example, when we start a pay-per-click campaign, I can bring them directly to the product page, and I can set goals where I can monitor how many people are clicking the add to cart button. So I can see and track our conversion rates, so I know exactly what we make per sale, how many people it takes to create a sale, and figure out how much we can afford on a pay-per-click or per click without going in the red, and keeping a favorably profitable ROI. So this is going to be really useful once we get the product line up and we're ready to launch the pay-per-click campaign. I'm going to be using this feature a lot. But for the most part, just accessing this account and seeing the basics is really all you need. On this top left, you can change what website you want to look at. So for example, we can go to the quickstoptiredepot.com website. This just got connected to this account on the 23rd or the 22nd of February, so we don't have much information for that. But you can see a lot of things like, let's see, this is about the last week. Traffic sources, referrals. You can see where some other referrals are coming from. Yellow Pages, Yelp, for example. This is a good way to track our campaigns. If we decide to, like Yellow Pages, for example, that's a paid feature, and we can see that it is bringing in traffic, which is helpful. We can see that the traffic is actually staying on the site. Not a high bounce rate. They're 100% new visitors. They're spending 3 minutes on the site, looking at about 2 to 2.4 pages, which is useful because the Quick Stop site is a small site. It only has about 5 pages. Same with Yelp. So if we decide to go with Yelp's paid program, we can see exactly how much traffic we're getting. These are highly targeted. People that are coming from Yellow Pages and Yelp are highly targeted customers. I would say a real good percentage of those are actually going to pursue coming to your location and buying. So anyways, that's basically how you access the Google Analytics. If you have any problems, give me a call or an email. Hopefully there isn't any issues. I'm going to go ahead and share this to your Yahoo email, and Jerome, I'll share it with you as well. And you guys should get an email with instructions of how to access this. And I'll go ahead and post this video so that you guys can see how to work it once you get inside the dashboard.